Hi there, Phil from parkerlings.com. I hope you're well today. So just a thing about the visa. As I'm sure you could probably guess, no updates. Well, actually that's a bit of a fib. There has been an update. So I thought I'd just go through what's happened. Just going from the last thing I think I would have mentioned. So middle of November, we had a message from the embassy which was basically saying we've got all your details, but then there was a but. And that but was quite an important one. It basically said that because of the level of earnings that my wife Sandy has or hasn't, it means that I am going to be below the poverty threshold. Now, I've got a house to live in, I have savings, I've sold the house, got shares, got lots of bits and bobs, well and truly above threshold, but apparently they don't count all of that stuff. Now, of course, I can't get a job because I haven't got a visa. I can't get a visa because I haven't got a job, so I can't really help matters. Luckily, though, I'm glad to say that Annette, her husband Andrew, has agreed to be a joint sponsor for us. And what that means is that he's been able then to put lots of bits of paper, lots of forms through to the embassy on their site, upload them all, and then we did that on the 2nd of December. On the 20th, I think it was, we had to upload more things because they then said we needed to have proof of the tax year's stuff and blah, blah, blah. So we've done all of that now. By the 26th of December, that was all done. Took a long time for them to notice it was done, but I suppose Christmas and everything. But then a few weeks ago, I had another email from them saying, look at the website. So that's what I did. Had a look on there and found there's an update saying we've got all of your forms, we've got everything we need for this stage. Well, that's good, you know, we've got stuff for now. But then we had another update come through saying look at the website. Did so, and it said on there, thank you for blah blah blah, we have booked you an interview for the 8th of March. Oh my God, is it real? But yes, it is. 8th of March. Sadly, it's at 8 in the morning, which is a bit of a pain because it's in the Battersea area of London. Not the easiest to get to from where we are, but hey ho, I'm going to be leaving the house at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning to get there. But obviously, I'll get there early enough with that I can de-stress, hopefully, and then just go in relaxed, having done maybe a little bit of a video before and afterwards, hopefully still relaxed. But 8 AM for them is basically their opening time as well. So I've got a funny feeling it's 8 AM for everyone, and then you go in and you wait to be seen, and it could be all day long for all you know. They've not said bring a sandwich, I don't know. But the medical I said I would probably have to do, I need to do that 10 days before the interview at a minimum. So I'm doing that on Monday the 20th of February, which happens to be in a couple of days' time. So I thought obviously I need to go through everything, get my COVID jab done. I had that already for a while ago. But turns out that's not all I need. They want at least 5 more things. So I need to have my tetanus diphtheria. They mentioned hepatitis B, MMR, which is measles, mumps, rubella, influenza, and something I believe is pronounced as varicella, or varicella, varicella, who knows. But I'll go with varicella for now. I did contact them though to ask about this because I've never heard of it, and they said, well, don't worry about it. Varicella is something that is not in this country, so we just tick it off as not needed. So obviously it's something that the CDC want in the States and not here, the embassy, etc., etc. But we do have a couple of little issues here. For one, due to not having been in contact with a rusty nail or being bitten by a cat, dog, or say a camel, I've not had the tetanus update in quite some time, so it's overdue. Hepatitis B is another one. Obviously with the measles, mumps and rubella, bit of an issue because going back in time to when I was born, many years ago, feel old Phil, that was only actually the measles one that was given at that time, despite saying MMR. So what about these other 2 things? What do? Do I have them updated there or not? I don't know. But what I do know is in the first 6 years of my life, I actually did get, not the jab, but actually did get it, measles and mumps. I got both of those, and I had chickenpox as well, all in the space of 6 years of my life. But I've actually also had shingles past that as an adult as well. Very, very painful. But, so I don't know what I've got to do there. Influenza was actually the flu vaccine apparently, and I tried to get that at the doctor's, but apparently the waiting list is too long because my doctor doesn't have any of the stuff to give me, and I'd have to book it somewhere else. But luckily I managed to get it done privately at a pharmacy near me. So I had that done, quick 2 minutes, in it goes, job done. Great, so I've got records for that. But for anything that's missing, they say, don't worry, we can't discuss it with you on the phone or on the email, but what you'll do is you'll speak to the nurse at the place and they'll talk it over as to what you'll need to get done. So hopefully, I do live in hope that I won't need to get anything done apart from maybe a tetanus jab, and hopefully I should be able to get that there because they do say that I can get it for a small fee. And going by the fact that this medical is going to cost me over £400, not a small fee, I imagine that these jabs that they could offer are not small fees. But anyway, on that, at the end of the day, it needs to be done. I need to get this over and done with, so the quicker I can, the better, even if it does cost a bit. So it's only a one-off. Let's see how it goes. But so I think that's pretty much all of it. So we know we've got that. I can go with that as a 2 o'clock in the afternoon thing. So that's easy enough. I can be relatively stress-free as long as I set off early enough to get there. As I said, that's Bond Street in London, that area. So that is actually pretty easy to get to, unlike Battersea. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll video another update once I have something, and also obviously from the medical and from eventually on the 8th of March with this visa interview. So hopefully everything will go well. Thank you to everyone yet again for all of your thoughts, good wishes and prayers ongoing. Certainly needed ongoing. Yeah, so with that, I'll just say thank you. I say goodbye and God bless. Bye-bye.